Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and we are going to do your August the 8th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. Responsible recovery, August 8th. We accept responsibility for our problems and see that we're equally responsible for our solutions. That comes from the basic text, page 97. Some of us, well accustomed to leaving our personal responsibilities to others, may attempt the same behavior in recovery. We quickly find out it doesn't work. For instance, we are considering making a change in our lives, so we call our sponsor and ask what we should do. Under the guise of seeking direction, we are actually asking our sponsor to assume responsibility for making decisions about our life. Or maybe we've been short with someone at a meeting. So we ask that person's best friend to make our apologies for us. Perhaps we've imposed on a friend several times in the last month to cover our service commitment. Could it be that we've asked a friend to analyze our behavior and identify our shortcomings rather than taking our own personal inventory? Recovery is something that has to be worked for. It isn't going to be handed to us on a silver platter, nor can we expect our friends or our sponsor to be responsible for the work we must do ourselves. We recover by making our own decisions, doing our own service, and working our own steps. By doing it for ourselves, we receive the rewards. Just for today, I accept responsibility for my life and my recovery. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Responsible for recovery, responsible for our own recovery. And I think it does stem from the tendency to avoid responsibility when we were actively using our pre recovery days. And you know what? When a sponsee asks me, what should I do? Or what do you think? Or um, is this okay? I don't personally see it as they're intentionally, right, trying to avoid taking responsibility for their own recovery. I don't, you make the decision. Why are you even asking me? That's not my responsibility. No, I don't come across like that because I know there have been times when I genuinely did not know what to do, how to act in a certain situation. And I wanted to go to someone that I could trust. And my sponsor was that person. So even though it is, in essence, avoiding responsibility, it's not intentional. So let's just address that. It's not intentional, and no one is saying that it is. The message here is that, as you notice in the second paragraph, it gave so many different ways that we could possibly behave that would equate to passing on responsibility to someone else. Do you think he's mad at me? Well, y'all pretty close. Can you go talk to him for me? Probably that is a situation that you need to address yourself, unless you're fearful, you think it's going to be dangerous or something like that. But most of the times when we've hurt someone or we've been short with someone, it's no one else's responsibility to make our amends. It's ours. And so this is giving us plenty of examples for us to be able to read our own personal experience into. And then it just ends with that recovery is something that is worked for. And if you want the end result, you want the freedom that comes with that 12th step, then this is something that you should work for on your own. Not on your own. You should have a sponsor, right? But it's something that you have to do, is the point. So today, let's not beat ourselves up if we've done any of these things in the second paragraph, right? Or even close. Let's not beat ourselves up like that. But let's be mindful, aware that there's the tendency to do this. We've had it for a long time. And unless we make it in an intentional effort not to do it, it's very easy to fall back into doing it or to continue to do it. And at the end of the day, we are learning to be responsible for our recovery. And so we need to not only make different decisions and have different behaviors, but we need to stand up for them and stand with them and stand in them. Does that make sense? We need to stand in the decisions or the behaviors that we make responsibly and not expect someone else to be our cover, okay? So today, we accept responsibility for our lives and our recovery. My name is Maddie Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I most purposefully, intentionally, definitely intend to do so myself. So talk to you soon.